everyone. Welcome to Creative Cooking in Ani's Kitchen. My name is Ani, and as you all can see, I'm not in the kitchen. Not cooking right now. My date over here, Count Dracula, will be going home with me tomorrow. Today's my last day of training on home hemodialysis, and I'm happy to say that I'm doing everything on my own. I'm putting my own needles in, I'm doing the whole setting up the machine and all those bags and all this complicated stuff. There's my iPad, which I do all my charting in. Anyway, so today's my last day on this, or here in the clinic, not on this. And then tomorrow, they'll deliver the machine. This one is mine. And the chair that I'm on, the recliner that I'm on. And the plumber will come Thursday to attach the drain line to our pipes underneath the house in the crawl space. He'll drill through the wall and down. So I'm there, folks. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. They are going to do another fistulogram to correct the venous, the top part of the fistula. If you can see that little bit of bruising on top, yeah, it infiltrated once during training. I mean, the needle went in great. I was rolling for about 10 minutes and then it just blew. So there's definitely something wrong with the top part of the fistula where it cannot hold the needle. So they're going to go ahead and go in and see if they can correct that issue, or see if there's a problem, what the problem is, and then correct it. So here's the plan. I'm not going to be able to cook or do anything probably for a few days because, like I said, they're coming tomorrow. The nurse is coming, and then Wednesday to watch me set up at home, and then maybe Wednesday I can do something, and then Thursday is when the plumber comes, so I won't be able to do anything then. Maybe on Wednesday I'll be able to. I don't know, because I have to watch out for a lot of deliveries, and so not sure. But I do have one video that I haven't uploaded yet onto my new channel, and I'll go ahead and actually it's already done, but it's in the old channel. And even though I said I was going to redo all those recipes, I find that if I can have access to it and just share it, that with the link, that you'll be able to, you know, do that and watch it that way. So I'll probably go ahead and share that. It's chiffon pie. It's my recipe for chiffon pie. But other than that, I probably won't be able to do anything till the weekend. So I just want to let you all know what was up on my journey. So following this segment right here will be me setting up the machine, more than likely. But I just want to touch bases with you all to let you know what's going on. Alright, so until the next one, until I get until the moment arrives where I'm going to set up my machine at home, and until then, I'll see you all. Okay, God bless you. Take care of yourselves and one another, and until then, later. Well, folks, here it is. I've got my NxStage cycler and Pure Flow. Cycler's on the top, Pure Flow's on the bottom. And there's my chair. And Right now I'm setting up. The nurse should be here soon. So I went ahead. This is the warmer. It keeps this warm. So when it goes in, mixes with the blood and comes into me, it's warm. Now I freeze. And here is the cabinet Hubster got with shelves for me. He did that and painted it. There's a centrifuge for when I do blood samples and I have to ship them. Those are my 60 ml syringes, mostly used for either cleaning the drain line on the pure flow. You can use it for the 50 mils you use for if there's any air in the dialyzers, which you'll see here in a minute. Then I have the 10 milliliter syringes. Alright, that is for the iPad, which will be connected through Wi-Fi, and I can the nurse can see, once I confirm my treatment, she can see all the data. I said data, you hear me? But there are my supplies, the tape, the alcohol preps, the 2x2s, the shucks over there in the corner, the stethoscope to listen to the thrill and the bruit, and my fistula. And on the bottom are the cartridges. And let me take one out. This is the cartridge that cycles the blood through. There's the the dialyzer right there. Those are all the tubings, all the lines. And I've got to get going with this. So let me go get my kickstand and I can record this. Alright, so got you all propped up. And getting ready to, excuse my bag. Now, I've already got one bag on the warmer. I don't have the warmer plugged in yet because Beth's not here yet. The nurse isn't here yet. So I got it strapped in. That's one dialysate bag there. And then I got 3 more to put on top, which will equal 20 liters. They're 5 liters each. I do 20 liters per treatment. That's my prescription. Everybody's different. So I use 4 bags. And they're very heavy. First thing is, make sure you've got pure flow solution, is what it says, 5,000 milliliters, and then you check the date on here, which says 2022, January 1st, 2022. Alrighty then. So we're going to hang these up here. Okay. And there's the first one. I gotta go get the other box. Be right back. Here's the second box. Pure flow solution, 5,000 milliliters. Date January 1st, 2022. There are no leaks. You have to check for leaks too. Or if you have anything wet, so hanging it up. solution, 5,000 milliliters, January 1st, 2022. More week. There are my dialysis bags. So that is all ready to go. Okay, I gotta get I'm going to use a drain line. This is a drain line. And I'm going to use this until they come on Thursday and with the stuff for the Pure Flow. Once I get the Pure Flow, that's just one big bag, 60 milliliter bag that allows me for 3 treatments. And it takes the place of all this right up here. There will be nothing up on there. It'll be all down here. Then there's an automatic drain line down to the pipes. They'll drill a hole on the, they usually do on the floor, but we're not allowing them to drill through the floor because this $3,000 floor. So they're going to go in through the wall and drill down under the house in the crawl space and connect the lines there to the pipes. Okay, they're also going to do another one in the master bedroom when I go nocturnal. That way, it'll already be there, the drain line will, for the Pure Flow, because I'll be moving the machine into there, because nocturnal means I'll be treating while I sleep, and that's where I sleep, over there. This is the guest bedroom. Alright, so, here's the drain line. I'm just going to go ahead and attach it. The drain line, or what's also called the dirty line. Doesn't have to be sterile because it's a dirty line. The waste goes in there. Everything that's cold. There's a garbage pail in here, that's for sure. Okay, you want to always clamp that. And basically we're just going to tie this around the pole. Just like that. And then, okay, and then this part goes into the sink in the bathroom, into the drain. So, let me show you. Walk with me, okay? So, here's where it's going. Okay. So, I'm going to put it into this right in there. And I guess I'll take this out if I can. Oh, I can't. Let me get that. I'll put you right up here because I can't do this one-handed. All right. Let me get a piece of tape too. There we go. Just put that in there. Let me get a piece of tape. Hold on. Alright, So I got a piece of tape. And this is so the line stays secure. Okay. Doesn't jump all over the place. Okay. There we go. That's a good sit right there. So I've got my line in there. Go back over here at the boxes. All right. Let's get back to this. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. All right. Hand sanitizer. Okay. Alright. Put our gloves on. There's Boots trying to say hello. She's not allowed in here. She knows it. Look, stuck up. She's something else, I'll tell you. Stay. Alright, I'm going to try this one. Now that my hands are a little dry, they're going on easier. If they're damp, oh, forget it. See, this one went on real easy. See, perfect fit. Alright, so now we're in business. So the dialyzer, perforated in. Save your bag for trash. Put all the stuff in. And it's got all these little tabs. So you want to pull all these tabs off. Okay? Every single one of them. Okay. This too. This can just tear off. This is your spike. You want to hold your spike. Before you do that, you got to take these off. Let me sit this right down here for now. Oh. So I'm going to get my... This is a saline bag. 0.9% sodium chloride, okay? And it's 1,000 milliliters. And you check the date on the back. You also have to make sure that there's no leaks on these once you open it. Make sure there's no leaks. It would be wet if there were. Now sometimes there's condensation from the packing, sterilization and then packing. This says October of 21 this year is when it expires. So it's still good for now. So I'm going to go ahead and hang that up on my pole here. My saline pole. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn on the cycler. Open it up. Okay, so you open the door, and the turn on switch is in the back. Turn it on. She'll make a whole bunch of noise. You get all kinds of numbers and stuff. She'll go through some calibration. You hear all that clicking. In the meantime, we're going to hook up the rest of the stuff. So you take these little clips off. Let me make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. Okay. And you check your points of your connection. So make sure that they're in there tight. All you have to do is just hold the wing and turn to the right. Make sure they're tight. On the waistline, it's a little upside down, so you got to turn to the left. Those are nice and tight. Then you're just going to remove your line from the cartridge. I'm going to hit the mute to let it know. Okay, we're going to slide our cartridge in. We're going to put our spike up there for now while we put this in the machine. Now there are 3 positions where these holes on this cartridge, there are 3 clips that you push these things in. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. So there's one right there. So I'm pushing that in there. Okay. Push in. Make sure that's in that circle right there. And then there's one right here. As you can see right there, I'm pushing that in. That hooks up there. And there's one on the bottom. Let's see if you can see it right there. If that goes, you push that in there. Okay, you got all those 3 done. Let me put you back so you can see. Alright, so once the cartridge is in, you make sure all the lines are away from being caught. Alright, you're going to close your door. Cycle door. Once that is closed, you're going to connect. This is a pressure pod. You're going to connect your pressure pod to a little hook right on the side. Let's see if I can show you. This little hook right here. So basically, you just push it in and turn to the left and then seal it. It has a little cap that you push through and just turn it to the right to seal it shut. Okay? So, now we've got the pressure pod on there. We have to spike our saline bag. Okay? First we have to unravel our lines. And this is a tricky part, because they don't all line up the same. They're not all packaged the same, I should say. I guess everyone does their production line different. The manufacturers, that is. Okay? So, this is pretty cool right there. I got those on. Alright. There's the waistline. Okay. So, what we're going to do is, make sure you can see. Okay. We're going to hold on to the top wing. See these 2 wings? Hold on to the top one as you twist off the bottom one. And you twist it till it comes off, till it breaks off. See? Then you want to take the cap off your sterile spike. This is sterile, so you cannot touch it. Okay? Try not to touch any of your entry points either, which is why we wear gloves also. Wash our hands and wear gloves. And then we want to spike the bag, push this all the way up there without breaking the bag. And you twist and turn. And twist and turn. And twist and turn. And twist twist and turn it. Twist and turn till you get it all the way in there. Okay, now your saline bag is complete. All right. So now we're going to attach our MLA, our multi-line adapter. We got it connected to the bags. All right, so excuse me for a minute. Turn it around this way. Okay. Make sure you have a good view. Let's go up a little so you can see the bags. All right. So I'll only be using 3 of these. So I'm going to use these 3 right here. Okay. And all I'm going to do right now is attach each one. Let's see if you can see this. See, there's one with wings. We don't want that one. And then there's one without wings. So what we're going to do, and it's got no cap or anything on it, and it should. It might have fallen off. We're just going to remove this cap. Okay. And attach it to that line. Okay. And we're going to do the next one the same way. We're going to remove the caps. And attach. Just it on there. And then one more bag. So this is designed for multiple bags, which is why it's called a multi-line adapter. My prescription is only 3. Well, 4 if you count the one on the warmer. Okay? But 3 hanging. That's what I meant. Alright? So let's go ahead and get this warmer plugged in. I don't know where he put the warmer at. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're going to plug in the warmer. Yeah, it makes noise. Alright, I'm going to push you guys back just a little bit so I can get around the front. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So, I usually go up to 6. That's warm enough for me. Now we're going to have, since I have my pressure pot in there, my saline bag all spiked up, I'm going to hit this button right here. See where it looks like it's got like a faucet, fluid? That's called the add fluid button. So press that, and it's going to start calibrating and doing its thing. And you'll see air. What it does right now is pushing air out from the lines. I don't know if you can see that traveling. And then it'll push all that air out of there. And that pressure pod, and it has a air detector, because you don't want any air coming back into your bloodstream. So this machine does an excellent job of pushing all the air out. It'll come back into the bag. As the line fills, the air pushes the air all out. And you can see it on the saline bag. You see the bubbles. See that? That's all the air it's getting out of the line. Isn't that fantastic? I find that amazing. Alright, so I'm going to finish up here. So now we're going to spike the warmer bag, which is the bag that's on the warmer. So on the multi-line adapter, there's this little green hook right here. We're going to go ahead and take that. Okay. Take that off of there. And here is another spike. Okay. We're going to take the wings just as we did before, and we're going to twist off the bottom wing. We're going to take the cap off of the sterilized spike, and we're going to poke that right in here. But I got to get on the other side because I don't have any strength the other way. I don't know if y'all can see. Alright, so that's that. I spiked that bag. Now we're going to attach this. Is the green line. Dialysis line. Remove the cap from the other extension of the warmer, and we're going to screw this one in there. Okay. We're going to clamp that for now. All these little, except for one, go there. Okay, can go in the trash. Now, we have to prime the lines we're not using. We have to get the air out. But first, we have to break this to get the fluid going down the line. So these are called frangibles. And what we do is we break the neck. We break the frangibles. You hear click, click both ways, and you've broken that one. And you do all three. Break. You see some air coming up through there. Okay, we've primed all of our MLA lines. They're all primed and clamped, the ones we're not using. And then I've also clamped and broken the frangible on that. And the machine is ready. It has calibrated, so I got all 8s going across. So I hit mute, and it's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit that again. The stop button will come on, but I'm not going to hit that yet. There's still some things I need to do first. Okay? This is where we snap and tap our lines, just to make sure we've gotten all the air out, and also get our dialysate going too, over there. That's what I call the kidney. All right. So we start with the red line, which is the arterial line. Okay. So we're going to free it from all the others so that we can get to it. It gets pretty tangled down here, I'm telling you. It's just the way it is. All right. All right, guys. Okay, there's the blue line. That's the venous. We want this one. So, starting at the top and kind of like with a fist apart in a L-shaped position. Snap, snap, do this all the way down to the pressure pod. And this helps to eliminate any air that might have been trapped. Once you get to the pressure pod, you tap it, turn it upside down, back over, tap it again, upside down, back over, tap it again, upside down, back over. Now we're going to move on to our dialyzer. Okay. We're going to move this so you can see better. Here's the dialyzer. We're going to take these clear plastic tabs off while holding the dialyzer. See clear plastic tabs? You barely see them. They're there. Okay. And we're going to untab these lines. Remove the tape. Remove the tape, all three. Okay. Some of these types come with another extra clamp and hose to kind of administer your vitamins, irons, and whatever else medication. This one does not. So, with the tip on top, this blue clamp on top, we're going to turn it to the side and hit it against my hand and back upright. Back again. And you take a look at the top to see if you see a lot of air. Okay, once you do that, kind of check the lines. You really can't snap these. Okay, and with the blue clamp in the front and on top, you sit the dialyzer there. Now we're going to move on to the venous line, which starts at, it's the top line at this end of the cartridge. So, same thing. Snap, tap, snap, and tap. Snap and tap, because some of the things you tap, some you just snap. On the lines, you just snap. When you get to the pressure pod and the dialyzer, you tap. And you do this all the way to the venous, okay? Now, we get to do it all over again, okay? But there's going to be something different on the dialyzer this time. Let's see. So, snapping and tapping all the way down to the pressure pod. Okay, back to the dialyzer. So if you notice, we just make our way around twice. Pick up our dialyzer, again with the clamp on top. I'm going to tap, 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 straighten up, tap, 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 straighten up, tap, 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 straighten up. I don't see really much air in there. Okay, so now this is the difference. On the second round, I always use a paper towel. I got a regular towel right now. What we're going to do is we're going to open this cap and prime it. Get the air out of the dialyzer line. And just slowly open the cap. Bleed it just for a second. Okay? Get all the air out. And then clamp the line. And that's it. Make sure you wipe that. Because if one drop falls on this thing right here, this is your fluid detection sensor, it will go off. And it won't stop until you have dried it off, taken care of the problem. And it sits right there. It's detecting some fluid. So, let me make sure. It's very sensitive. probably dripped a little when I primed the sensor. I mean the dialyzer. So let me dry it off really well. I'm telling you, she's very sensitive. Alright, let's try it now. Alright, she seems to be good. She's not crying. Alright, so now you see a number 23 there. That's when you hit the stop button. Once you've done snapping and tapping, you hit that stop button. And then you want to prime and connect your saline line, which is your white line that's attached to your red. Okay? See that T? Saline T? 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 Okay? We want to prime this. So we open it, let the air out, clamp it, and that's it for that. Okay? Hold on to your T. Go to your green line, okay, which is your dialysate line, and you see a green and white clamp. So that means that your saline line and your dialysate line are connected together. We got to separate them, put them where they need to go. So we're going to take the saline T, hold it right to the side of the green dialysate line and the rest of the saline line. We're going to, since this is clamped, we got to clamp the other two. Okay? We're going to take the cap off the saline T. Be careful never to touch the openings or the ports. Okay, those are sterile. Then we're going to connect white to white, white clamp to white clamp. Okay? Drop the line. You're done with that. Now you still have the green. So here's another green right up here. So we're going to clamp that, which is already clamped. Take that cap off. And we're going to connect these two lines. Green on green. This you want to open. Because you get ready to treat, so you want the dialysate line to flow, to mix in with the dialyzer. Last line will be your dirty line, your yellow line, and it's usually next to your venous. Okay? So what we're going to do is clamp yellow, yellow, okay? This is a dirty line, so it doesn't matter what you touch on this, it's not sterile anyway. So you disconnect, okay? Take one of these little leftover caps and just connect it to that, just to make sure that never leaks out. And then we're going to take this yellow line and look for our yellow line waistline that we connected to the bathroom, and that's on the pole, and it's back here, and we connect yellow to yellow. Okay, so that's connected, and we unclamp that because we want to make sure that what we remove from me goes down the drain. Alright, so those two are ready. The saline T line is connected, the dialysate line is connected, and the waistline is connected. We're all connected. I put in my prescription. So this is pretty much preset for me in certain areas, not everywhere. So it says touch anywhere to unlock screen. So, okay, we want to go over to the volume screen, which is the next screen. Those are that's the amount of liters that I'm going to treat. 20 liters is what I use. Remember, 4 bags, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay? And I need to weigh myself and see how much I need to take off. And what I do is I get my dry weight, which I already know, and then I weigh myself, and anything over the dry weight is what I'm going to put here. That needs to come off. Plus 0.3 for the rinse back, because it rinses back my blood. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, weigh myself real quick, and see how much I need to take off. Okay, so I need to remove 0.5, which is that right there, but I have to add 3. So it's going to be 0.8. Okay, so I go back, toggle this right here, toggle back over to the main screen. This is the blood flow rate. Okay, I'm doing 7.0 liters per hour, and the time is, let's see, I want to go ahead and put this at, let me see what 35 gives me. I want to go as slow as possible, the filtration rate. It'll give me the time, 3:05. And I'll go ahead and do 5. Alright, so right now I'm all set to go. I'll do 2 hours and 52 minutes. All I have to do is hit the kidney once I have my syringes in, and that will happen once Beth arrives. So I'll be back. Hey everyone. Okay, so yesterday I could only go so far because the nurse wasn't here yet. So we're doing the other half of this process, which is the cannulation. Syringes and attaching the lines. Huff's already set up the machine. And here are the syringes. What am I looking for? Looking for something here. I can't remember what it is. Oh. I need one more of these tapes, because this is going to hold my line. These are for the wings. This is for the line over here on my wrist. And then I'll do these. Okay? Alright, so I'm getting ready to start. I already put my prescription in here. And we've got our 2 10 ml syringes. Huff's is going to connect all that when I pass him the lines. Okay, so here we go. Let me get, I know what I was looking for. I got to get a shuck back here for, to put on my pillow. Just in case we get some blood leakage, because Artie, which is I call my arterial, he's a gusher. He gushes. And the Venus, well, she's one of them bees, if you know what I mean. Stubborn as all get out. Alright, just tape this on here so it doesn't move. To my pillow. And that's it for that. So, for those of you who are sensitive, have a sensitive stomach, don't watch. Can you make sure that I'm in view so they can see this?
Oh yeah, everybody's in view.
Everybody's in view. The first thing I'm going to do is, I've already washed my site for 1 minute with soap. I'm rinsed off with warm water, so now what I'm going to do is go over an alcohol prep, sanitize it some more. Should be also for a minute too, but I think this is good enough. Alright, so we're about good there. Helpster is my helper at this point. And bring you in just a little bit. And I'm going to put my I always forget how this goes. Tourniquet on. To tighten. I like it real tight. Okay. And I have to select where I'm going in with these. So I think I'm going to go here and then right up here on the syringes. Oh, open up. Put that syringe. Okay. Alright, these are wings. There's a rough side and a smooth side. We want the smooth side facing up. And we're going to pinch the wings together. Pull the tab off straight across. And then I'm going right to the site where I chose, the pre-chosen site. And I'm going to insert the syringe in a very small slight angle and then straight up. And here we go. I get a flash, as you can see, and then Helpster will take one of the wing tapes and take the wings down. He'll take one on each side, up and down. Carefully, don't press too hard. Please, that's good. Let's get the other one. He'll take down the other wing. The way I know I'm in my fistula is that flash right there. First I drew blood and it's pumping. That's my heart rate, okay? Then I put a 2x2 and take right over the syringe, the entrance of the syringe, okay? So now Helpster's going to tape this part of the tube on my arm so that the needle, when I drop this, it doesn't slide out. There's no weight. The tape will hold it in place. Okay? And I can let it go. Now needle number 2 is going to go high. This is the venous. This is artery, the arterial. I call them artery. And this is venous, the V. Not the V, but the V. Because she's the one that likes to infiltrate. And I am scheduled to see the surgeon that placed the fistula on the 23rd. I go to see him so that he can examine it in his office and then possibly schedule a date for surgery to go in and fix it so it doesn't infiltrate. Probably just needs to be ballooned and opened up some more. I know it's deeper on this end than it is on this end because when I take the stethoscope to feel for the bruit, it's a lot low sounding on this end. It's harder to hear. Here it's a lot stronger, you know. So, yeah, he probably just needs to blow it up or, I don't know, build it up. I don't know why, prop it up, whatever they do. But it definitely needs to be fixed because I've had 23 infiltrations. Again, pinch the wings together on the smooth side and straight across. Take the cap off. your helper. Hold on to the bottom. And this is so that you can control the tubing and it's not hanging and moving the needle while you're trying to insert. So again, I'm going on top of that dot right there, which is where I went yesterday. So I want to go up just a little higher, okay? And this one is deeper, so this one is more at an angle and towards me. So here we go. Am I in? Do I have a flash? Do you see blood?
You got a blood.
Alright, so I'm in. This one's hard for me to see. Because, oh, that's a good one. Alright. Take the wings down. Good job, Hubster. Take the other wing. And then I go in with my 2x2. I'll take it down like this. My 2x2 right over the entry point of the syringe, of the needle, rather. And ta-da! I've cannulized. No, no pain for me, none. It's a lot better when you do it yourself than when someone else does it, because you kind of know where your fistula is. I mean, it's inside you, so you kind of know it. So now what we're going to do is Hubster is going to disconnect the venous line. He's going to open his 10 milliliter syringe so that he could just connect it to the venous line. He's going to disconnect the blue venous line while I prime this. I want to see if I've got a bleed back. Yeah, the blue, honey. Clamp it. Make sure you clamp on both. And then disconnect.
Up here?
The blue. Yeah, clamp both blues. And then disconnect, put the syringe in. Okay, so here I'm going to draw back blood to see what the flow is like. And as you can see, it was a great flow. So now I'm going to clamp. I'm going to take this tip off. He's going to put that in the Sharpie. And I'm going to attach the venous line, which is the blue. This is what brings back clean blood to me. And I'm going to connect. Then I'm going to unclamp and unclamp. Okay?
And unclamp over here?
So now we're going to do the arterial. Hubster is going to put in a 10 millimeter syringe into the red line, disconnect it. He's going to clamp the top and red up. He's going to clamp the red clamps. He's going to disconnect the line while I draw back the blood on this. This is a good one right there. That felt great. So I'm going to clamp that. This goes in the Sharpie. And here's my red line. Connect. Okay. Then I'm going to unclamp and unclamp. That way that'll start the flow. Now Hubster has to unclamp the top red and pull 10 millimeters of the solution, the red.
This way.
Yeah, unclamp the top and draw back 10 cc's. Draw all the way back 10 cc's and then clamp again. Then clamp on top. And that's it, you're done. And that'll be what I use to flush the arterial when we're done. Okay? So now that I'm done here, I'm going to change my glove. Gloves out, just in case there's any blood on it or anything. We don't want to get any on the machine.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
No, what about all these?
Those are not being used because I only have 4 bags. Those are for people who use more than 20 milliliters of dialysis. That's why I primed them and locked them and clamped them.
Oh, okay, so these are unlocked.
The greens are unlocked. That's for the dialysate bag and the warmer.
And then,
Unlock the ones on there. Are those unlocked?
no.
Unclamp those.
All
That's
of
why
them?
you always need a helper, because you can't see everything. Yeah, all three.
All right, they're all unclamped.
All right, we're good
And
to
this
go.
one's got air in the line. This green one.
Which one?
It's a big air bubble right there.
It should push up in there. Let's see what the machine does. Okay? Alright, so now I'm going to have Huster start the machine for me because I'm going to leave my gloves off. I want to see what he does. Alright, so touch the screen. Hit 1, hit 2, hit 3. Okay, now you're going to hit the green kidney. No, green kidney. That's shaped like a kidney. You're on my line. Alright, so now what we're going to do, you see this part? We're going to go, hold on, let me get my iPad. I have to sign back in. On this iPad, I'll be able to monitor my pressure.
So if there's an air bubble up here, then it should get pushed back up into the bag.
Right, there you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this treatment. I don't know why this isn't working. Probably because I'm not. I know what I need to do. Okay, David, tap the screen again.
Tap it. Yeah.
Yeah, hit, with your gloves on. Just use your other hand. Hit 1, 2, 3. Hit 1 first. 2, 3. Okay, I need you to hit the red arrow up to 250. Okay. Let's look on the monitor. Okay, everything looks good. Go up to 300. Oh, it would be nice if I took my tourniquet off, wouldn't it? Okay. Go to 350. Okay, let's look at the venous and arterial pressure. Blood flow pressure is up on top on the corner. Alright, that looks good. Go to 400. Still looks good. Go to 420. Alright, Venus is at 213. Arterial's at 191.
What's the height? Where are you supposed to be at?
It has to be 50% or less than what we got it on. But it will lower down once I relax. We'll leave it at 420 for now, and as soon as I relax, it'll go down, and I'll probably end up at 250. I mean, at 450. And that's it. I am dialyzing as we speak. There's the dialyzer. My blood is being drawn from the bottom line through the arterial pressure point, going through the dialyzer. It's being cleaned and mixed into the dialysate, and then it's coming out clean, going in through the venous, all the way to the top. And that's how I get my blood back. All right, so that's it for now. We'll be back when I get to the end of my treatment, and we'll show you how we disconnect and break down the machine. Okay? All right, hon, can you hit that? Just hit the black square. All right. Did you hit the black square?
I'm looking at it.